What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I'm out at some garage sales looking for some treasure, things I can buy and sell online. Get to this sale and I see some hats, some cool looking vintage hats, and some of them are more like local businesses that I usually don't buy. They don't sell great online. You got some other hats here like this Niagara Falls cap, which is pretty cool. It's got the 3 stripes, and this Atlantic City hat. But you know what? There's this vintage goofy hat right there. My forearm is touching. I don't even really notice. And I'm trying to get this hat off the rack. And yeah, there's some others there, but somebody swoops in and grabs the goofy hat there. And you know, I just didn't notice it. He's like, oh, this is cool. So I'm like, I don't know how much that would be worth. Maybe, probably only like $20, $25, I would say. Nothing too special, I don't think. Unfortunately, nothing super high in there for the hats, and just decided to buy them and move on. There's no vintage clothing here that looks good. You got this backpack here. Trying to see that actually. Kind of looks like a Lisa Frank style backpack. I don't want to miss one of those. There's pretty good money. Could have been actually. Can't really tell. Actually, it looks like Barbie. It's hard to tell in this preview footage sometime.
We're not open yet until 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Sorry.
Take your sign down. So one of my biggest annoyances when I'm out doing garage sales are the people who put up the big yard sale signs and then they say that they're not open. They got all their stuff sitting out. They got this big sign up and they just won't let you look at the stuff. You know, at least don't put up your sign, or if you put up a sign, at least put the time when you're starting. I don't know, just it's not a big deal. It's just kind of annoying when that happens. But at this sale, I am looking at these gloves, and nothing special, unfortunately, but they're $1 a piece, and they're youth. I figure I can make some money on them, and I've actually sold those already. I just allotted them together. Probably ended up making like $12 profit in the end on those. So not bad. They were easy to list and deal with. So at $1 a piece, I think it was worth it. I'll take your baseball gloves.
Good. I hoped somebody would find those. And
Moving along to the next sale, what can we find? Got some boxes, like digging in boxes. Got some electronic type things over here. I don't know what they are at first, but they're air compressors, I find out. Not really worth a whole lot of money. I think they usually come with like the air mattresses you buy. Kind of a cool looking cooler down there. Could have been worth some money. I've had some bad experiences with coolers, selling them, or at least the cleaning part of them. I bought some dirty ones in the past, and they can be very annoying to clean. I don't know what it is. It just kind of like gets in the plastic or whatever. So I still pick them up if they're good enough. Over at this sale, I'm walking up, and I see some plants, some cords, some shoes, some chairs, and some toys. And down there, I see that garbage truck, which I think that's a garbage truck. I can't tell. It could have been worth something. So there's a brand of garbage trucks people have mentioned in the comments before to check for. I already forget that brand. But I do, if I see a garbage truck, I notice it like at a thrift store. I usually look. I just didn't really notice that one there. I don't think it was anything anyway. Got a little, well, I don't know what was in there, but apparently I don't want it. As always, open everything, look in everything, because you never know what you're going to find. Found some amazing stuff by opening boxes. Over here, I find this brand new sealed electronic, I think Bluetooth toothbrush. So kind of amazing there. And I sold that already. I sold that for, I think it was $80 or $100. It sold very quick. I think it was only like $2 here. So that's amazing. She told me there's some stuff inside, so I decided to take a look in here, see if there's anything. She also told me she sold a Wii already. I asked her about video games. So, of course, the video game stuff sells so quickly. But you know what? There's a good chance that toothbrush was worth more than the Wii stuff. So, Wii's and all that kind of stuff is great, but you can buy brand new electronic toothbrushes and stuff like that. You can find profit in other things and then buy the games if that's what you want to do. In here, I'm not seeing anything I really want to buy to flip, so we move on. Here is another sale. This is the sale where the lady told me they weren't open yet, so I'm back checking it out, and I see something that I like. and it's this Cleveland Browns hat right here. It's a corduroy hat, and there's a sports specialty versions that's worth a lot of money. This is not it. It's very similar. They look very similar. So I find out the hat's, I think, $1. Maybe it was only 50 cents. I don't remember. Worth picking up. We got some t-shirts here. I didn't see anything that stood out to me as being good. Of course, they have some medals here, it looks like, and over here, like currency, coins, stuff like that, I know nothing about. I'm not going to even pretend that, I do. I really don't want to look them up and research them, so I just move on. That's for somebody else. That's not for me. Somebody who's passionate about that stuff, kind of like how I am with video games. But I see something over here I want to come over and check out. What price did you have on this?
Let me ask my husband.
Okay.
That one sells for $175 new. Hold on. You know what that is? That's the new one. And this is just a mounting bracket for it.
Okay.
That's a good radio there.
You said 20 on this?
Yeah, I'll do more of that.
All right.
It's a good deal.
Yeah. Inside of this sale, I come over and I see something I want. Down here, I got this Sony under the cabinet CD player and radio. It's got the remote and the hardware, which is good. I see it's $5, and I'm like, hey, I sell these on Amazon. I usually get over $100 for them on there. Does this work okay? Excuse me. Does this work okay?
The radio works, the CD player doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't work?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So he told me it didn't work. I put it back. Then I decided, you know what? I can still buy it, maybe. I offered him $1, and he said, okay. So I got the remote and the hardware basically for $1. I can put with another unit. So went ahead and grabbed that. In like a kind of an estate sale, just a sale happening in a house. Got some clothing I'm digging through, looking for the vintage stuff. Got some lamps, figurines, more clothing, and sales like this can be great. Just never know. Any sale can be great, really. Every time you walk up, it's a little bit of an adrenaline rush. It's kind of like, slot machines or something. If you're putting money in and spinning that slot machine, you get that adrenaline rush because you never know. You might win something. You might find, well, you won't find something playing slots, but, if you're thrifting and going to garage sales, you'll find something. And, you can actually make money. And, of course, there's things out there where you can make tens of thousands of dollars if you're lucky enough to find. Here's some boots. They're not great. I can't remember if I could find a brand on them. I'm looking them over here. I think they're $5. They're kind of nice. I was debating buying them anyway, but I got a lot of shoes and boots already that are better. So I went ahead and left those. Another sale, of course, we're just hitting as many as possible. I come over here and I see some Justin boots. So I'm like, hey, I know these. Picked them up before. I think they were $5, and I'm looking them over to see, what kind of condition they're in, because that matters a lot. And I see physically they're in great condition. You rub a little bit of that shoe grease over the leather, and they're going to look very good. And $40, $50 sale all day long on those. And I see these Nike Airs are also in great condition. There's some other Nike shoes there I'm looking at in the preview footage. I must have decided they were too dirty or beat up or had some damage, like these Keens. I kind of remember looking at those and being like, they've had some wear on them, so didn't want to buy them. I've sold a pair of Keens like that. Well, lots of pairs of Keens like that. Usually get between $40 and $60 depending on condition. I think those were priced kind of high. Also, that kind of looks like an Xbox game on top of there. I can't tell. Again, when I'm watching this through my video editor, and it's kind of pixelated a little bit because of just the nature of the small screen here, so I can't really see a lot of this stuff, and I'm second guessing myself. But here is a thermostat that I picked up. Can make some money on that. Over here at this sale is some Dragon Ball Z sealed action figures. I think they were $3 a piece. I'm like, hey, for $3 I'll take them. Not worth a whole lot, but they are sealed. So grab those. There's some clothing and some stuff in here I looked at, and I couldn't find anything else I wanted to buy. Some dishes. Out here though on the tables, looking at some rackets. They weren't great rackets, so didn't want those. Got some baskets. Some of these baskets can be good. I usually don't mess with them. I'm not a basket expert. I see this Tech Deck stuff in this box. Didn't see a price on it. I'm like, oh, I'm going to pick that up if it's, you know, price good. Which it wasn't priced great. It was $25 for that box, but I did buy it because there's profit to be made for sure. Here's a skateboard. It's very beat up. It didn't look like the wheels or anything special. They had damage. $8. I decided to leave that. I'm not a skateboard expert either, but usually when they're in that condition, unless the wheels or something is salvageable, I don't mess with them. Plush, puzzles, just miscellaneous things. But here I almost missed them. These bags of the actual Tech Deck skateboards. And, you know, I bought these and $1 a bag. There's some of these Tech Deck boards. I sold one of them already for 25 bucks, I think it was. Did an auction on some of them, got some others listed. But here's a sale I stopped at. There was a sign and I was looking for the sale. It turns out it was in a church, or at least an old church. And I'm upstairs. I'm kind of looking at this stuff. I see the combo unit on the TV. I'm like, will you sell me this combo unit? And they're like, well, sure. And I'm like, I'll give you $5 for it. So I ended up getting it for $5. And I also got a nice Denon receiver. Not at this sale, but another one. So here it is. Here is the weekend garage sale haul, and I got some pretty good stuff. Got some stuff over on the table, some stuff on the floor. We're going to go over all of it, add it up, see what kind of profits are here. Start back here in the corner. We got a toothbrush, brand new. It's got the seal on it. Obviously, I don't want to buy a used toothbrush. It was only $2, and I didn't know if it was a good brand or anything. At that price, I just grabbed it. Turns out it looks pretty good. Comps were right around $100 for this new. I've had some luck over the past year. I found some sealed toothbrushes like this, and I've done well on all of them. So I picked up some vintage hats, and I got this Atlantic City one. One of these sold. It was blue, not red, exact same. I think it was about $28, including shipping there. Got this Niagara Falls Canada hat, vintage, pretty cool design. It's got the stripes. Honestly, I didn't see any like it when I did a quick search. I'll probably just price it like 20 bucks and see if it sells. Then we got a Cleveland Browns hat, and I didn't know what this would be worth. I did a search for it on eBay, and I was surprised at the comps. A lot of them were $150, $160. However, those were for sports specialty hats. This is just a NFL licensed one here. However, it's still probably a $50 hat, maybe $40. So great pickup. I got all these for $1 a piece. So in these hats, there's profit. At a sale, I picked up a couple sealed models, just grabbed them because why not? They're probably worth more than the $2 I spent on them. You know, one of them I think was selling for about 25 and one was about 15 or 20. I don't remember exactly, but I'll be cashing in on them. So I paid up a little for this McDonald's game. I paid $10 for it, but it looks really good in here. It's from 1975. Clean board, pieces are organized, look good. Box is in pretty good condition for the age. I saw one that sold complete and in good condition for $75. I think another one sold for like $55. So if this is complete, going to do well, I figure even if I have to part it out, I get my money back, maybe make a little bit of money. First time I've ever seen this game. I don't remember ever seen it anywhere. So I picked up some of these baseball gloves, $1 a piece at a sale. I didn't take the time to look them up or anything like that. $1 a piece. I figure there's some profit there. I believe this one was selling for about 25. The others, not great. There's like youth, child size. This one's just one of those like PAL gloves, which they don't typically do well. I might just lot all three of these together, sell them for like 30 bucks or something, 30 plus shipping. Still good profit there. Down here, I got this Sony under the cabinet unit, and it was $5, but I only paid $1 for it. I asked the guy if there's any problems. He said the CD player didn't work, so I set it back down, and I'm like, oh, you know, would you do $1 on it? I'll take it. He said, oh, all right. And the reason I took it like that, I'm just going to dispose of the unit. I'm going to take the hardware here and the remote for another unit I have. And I sell these on Amazon complete like that. Right around $120, $150 some of the models go for. So back up here, I guess we'll go over the TV. Here's the remote for it. It's over here. This is an RCA true flat TV. These sell pretty well. Should be able to sell it for about 100, 120 bucks, something like that. I've mentioned before, video gamers like them. And I recently found a brand new in-box one of these. Not RCA, not true flat, but it had a VCR in it, just one of the smaller TVs at a rummage sale for $1. I ended up selling that for $350. One of the better flips of the year so far for sure. This one I actually paid up a little for. I paid $20 for it. I might actually use it some. I have some Nintendos to test and everything. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? This is a good TV. People like these, so there's some profit there. And back up here, I got some Gothic beauty magazines. These are pretty good magazines, it seems. I paid $10 for all of these here. Some of them sold right around $30. There was a lot of like 12 or 15 that sold for over $200 I thought was interesting. So I do think there's, I don't know, at least $40 profit there, right? $10 a piece profit, so picked them up. I grabbed this right temp thermostat. It has been opened, so it's a new open package. And I've sold this brand before. Actually, I remember selling one on Amazon. That was new. I ended up getting like over $200 for that. I think I picked it up at maybe Goodwill or yard sale or something. It was cheap. This one didn't have a listing on Amazon, but new. They're selling for about $50 plus shipping. So I'll end up selling it for like $40 plus shipping just because it's been opened right here. Should be some easy profit there. And unfortunately, I think I'd already run out of GoPro battery by the time I found this sale where I got these books. But there was about, I would say, around 35, 40 Stephen King books at this sale. And they were all vintage. There's a lot of them were paperback, but there's probably at least 20 hardcover. Like they had The Shining, all the classics, but they were in the worst shape you can imagine. Like these are pretty bad. I picked out these books because they were in decent enough condition. I can at least sell them as acceptable. But the other books, they were like chewed up. Some of them even had like half the cover, water damage, just like the pages were torn. Just very, very bad condition. And I don't know if they would sell. They were $2 a piece. It was very hard to leave The Shining there, and even in that condition, because I've sold that book first editions, and all these are first editions. I don't know about some of the newer ones, like this one's like what, from the 90s, but these three right here, like I think the book Carrie here in good condition would sell for around $50, $60 first edition, and this one's actually not that bad. So yeah, I grabbed the ones that were good, and I still think there's at least $80 profit here. The first edition classic Stephen King stuff, I've sold, like I said, The Shining for like $80 a few times, and some of the other books around $50 to $60. Condition does matter, so I'll probably just lot 3 classic ones together and just do an auction, see what they go for. The other books I'll lot with some Stephen King books I got recently. So I got a bunch of pop figures, and I ended up paying $125 for all of these. I looked up a few and I'm like, hey, I can at least get my money back on these, make a little bit, and the rest, you know, I'll look up when I get home. It'll be about $200 profit in the end. The best one was this Edgar Allan Poe, which I think was selling for about $75. You got some $30 ones here. So in the end, it's going to be some good profit on these. And I got these toys here. I paid $75 for all of these. And we got this black hole figure, I think was selling for like $35. You got all these G.I. Joe figures. Let me just come over here. And the G.I. Joe figures are the classified series. They're all new. There was one that was selling for about $50 by itself. The others range from about $15 to $30. So for paying $75, I definitely got some good profits in that stack as well. Here's a couple Dragon Ball Z figures I picked up at a yard sale. Also, I've only paid $3 for these. They're not worth a whole lot though. You know, I might make $15 between the two. Oh, we also got all this tech deck stuff at a sale, and these bags were $1 a piece. There's about 40 boards here. I don't know if there's anything rare. Just lotting the boards, you know, that's very good profit there. And I also, for $25, I picked up this box of the ramps, skate parks, all that kind of stuff, and there's a lot in there. And I'm probably just going to break these up into smaller lots and sell them. You'd be surprised what some of this sells for. I believe in this tech deck stuff there's at least $200 profit. Actually, when I was in middle school back in the early 90s, me and my friends, we take cardboard and cut it out in the shape of these tech deck, and we put sandpaper over it for the grip. And then we'd have skateboard magazines where they'd have pictures of all the boards just lined up on each page, and we just cut out the picture and glue on the bottom. And then we'd sell them at school for a few bucks. So, you know, They kind of stole our idea. We had something there. Got some good electronic deals. Got this Cobra 29 LTD Classic. Looked like it was selling for right around $100 to $130-ish. It's in great condition. It's got the mounting bracket and everything, so going to be a good profit on that. Also, below at a sale, I got this combo unit for $5. No remote, but I have a remote for it. Pretty sure it works. It was hooked up to the TV at this place, and they had been watching movies, they said, so I trust them enough. And I sell this model for about $150 on Amazon. I'll put a remote with it, the cables. Actually, it came with the cables, so that's good. I'm gonna profit big on that. And then at this sale, I got this Denon receiver 4K. I paid $27 for that, just kind of a weird price for a garage sale. It's got the remote, cables, everything. It's in amazing condition. It's selling for about the same on Amazon and eBay. It's got a great rank, great sale through rate on eBay. And I'll probably just sell this for right around 300 bucks. No problem moving this at all. So in this stack of electronics, there's going to be some great profit. And then to finish up the haul, we're over here looking at some shoes and boots. Picked up these Nike Air Max for $5. Really good condition. Look like they were selling right around $40 on eBay. Got some Justin boots. These were $5 as well. We're going to take some of the shoe grease, rub it over the leather here, and they're going to look really good because they're in good physical shape. So yeah, nice pickup on the boots for $5. I think they were selling for right around 45, 50 bucks pre-owned. I picked up these Honeywell oversized rubber shoes, Ranger. And what are these for? I believe you just put them over your boots, like some factories require them, and seems like they're for electricians or something. I'm not 100% sure. They were $5 as well. They're not huge money. I'll make like 15 bucks on them. So for the shoe finds this weekend, good profits. And then here's a globe. Another globe. I recently picked up a nice globe at a sale. This one's pretty nice. It's not big money or anything, but it's old, it's vintage, 50s, 60s. And it's in great condition. Looked up the comps on this. They were selling for, looked like about 25 to 30 bucks plus shipping. Paid $3 for it, so probably make at least 20 bucks on it. There it is, everybody. That is the haul for the weekend. I really want to thank you for watching. If you'd like to support me, just hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Leave me a comment. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Until next time.